Hi guys, welcome back to Maxim's Motivational Mindset. Today's the day I share my story of how I got into public speaking and what I want to really inspire others to do, and also how I want to aspire to be. So obviously from a young age, I realized I was shorter than others, and I was diagnosed with hypochondroplasia. What that means is when your bones don't grow as fast, so you're obviously shorter and you're never going to be the same height as others. So having that in mind, when I went obviously to school, you get judged, you get people look at you obviously as a shorter person. They want to always know about you. I mean, obviously when you're on the street, people look at you, especially younger children. They just look and ask, well, oh my god, how is that person shorter? And yeah, I just felt like really I wanted to just, instead of using that anger of why are people calling me shorter, why are people calling me those names and that, because that does happen. I go out on the streets and people say, rude words about my height. But I found, instead of using that as anger, let me really inspire people who are maybe not going through exactly what I am, but who also have something like, people are going to look at me that way, how I can inspire them to not see it as a disability, but more as I stand out in a room. Because every time I go into a room, people ask, they look at you. So obviously I wanted to even implement that in schools, right? But what I found challenging was the whole, when people say those stuff about you, they just want to, I don't know, it brings you down, obviously. If someone tells you, oh, you're shorter than others, oh, but can you do this because of your height? Oh my god, look at him, let's make fun of him because of he's, something he can't control. And I found, for me, I always, for a long part of my time, had that self-doubt of, I'm not good enough, I can't do this person's taller than me, of course they're gonna achieve more, And yeah, I feel that's when I got into public speaking. What I feel public speaking has helped me done is motivated others. Like, it helps motivate others to achieve their goals, and it also helps to teach you really, oh wow, this is the technique you can also use to help, yourself, when you say go out on the street and people, judge you like, for something you can't control. So when I started the public speaking Maxim's Motivational Mindset, I really was, there was obviously a lot of questions, like on videos, say when I'm meditating or walking, right? Are people gonna ask about, your height? Are they gonna say rude stuff? Are they gonna just, are they just gonna judge you? And my one advice to you is, we are all different, we're all different in a good way. Under this whole skin of ours, under our height and everything, we have ourselves. Be proud of that. That is one thing that I would tell my younger self. Be proud of that. Who cares what people think? Who cares what people ask? Who cares what people say? Be proud of it. Be proud of who you are. Because the one thing that I wish that I was more is proud of myself. I was so good at sports and everything, but I feel then I just saw I'm different, I'm smaller, I'm, I wasn't able to differentiate what, obviously, the smaller side, so you being smaller, from actually what you achieve. So if there is obviously anyone out there who is also dealing with hypochondroplasia or any dwarfism, really reach out, because I feel we can inspire others as well. And just in general, right? Never see it as a disability. See it as you being strong, right? See it, I almost always see it as Anfield, where now we are in Liverpool, right? That is the hardest stadium to go to. Best team in the world. Think of you being like, I don't know, they just played Wrexham, for example, or they just, I don't know, they'll play Hull City, right? Think of it as you going there and proving people wrong. You're going to win that game. You're going to really win that game. That is one advice I have for you right now. Don't see it as you going there for a challenge. See it mentally as if you've won the game. You know, you are the best person within yourself. You know, you are the best person within yourself. You've got this. And remember, the moment you love yourself for your height, for your appearance, for your ethnicity, for where or how you look, for whatever, people will then love you. It doesn't work the other way. People can't love you, then you love yourself. Love yourself first. Say that again. Love yourself first. So yeah, that's obviously the story, and let me know if you want more detail, and really just if you're going through that difficult time, or in general, just if you want to know more, because one thing I've learned is you have to love yourself before others love you, because yeah, it might be difficult. You might feel completely like, I'm so sure, how are people gonna respect me or anything? But I'll tell you one thing. The most important thing is you love yourself. No matter what anyone says, you love yourself. Have an amazing day.